Hey there, thanks for tuning in today. This is Mrs. J, and we are going to create shape number 8 from the shape sheet using Onshape. Grid spacing is 1/2 inch per box. I'm going to start my approach for this shape by working on the top plane and creating this rectangle shape. Let's get that out of the way and get to work. Okay, in Onshape, I want to get inside my IED folder, my practice folder, and I want to create a new document in the top left corner. We're going to call it Shape 8. If you get that error message, just refresh. Filled my screen now. So I am going to go to the top left and check for workspace units to see that I am in inches, and I am, so I have a green check mark. I'm going to click New Sketch and hover so I see the top plane highlighted. Left click, come to the left side and click on the eyeball for top, front, and right to hide them. I'm going to go to the right side of your screen, find the View Cube, and click on the word top. Puts it right in front of you. All the way back on the left side of your screen, locate the rectangle tool. Left click, place it right on the origin, left click, and drag to the left. As long as these boxes are highlighted, you can type in them. So we are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4 inches. I'm going to hit enter and it will toggle to the next side. And the next side is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3 inches. 4 by 3. I'm just double checking to make sure I am correct before I go forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 4 by 3. Escape on your keyboard. Now we're just going to rotate a little bit so we can look, and top left, extrude, left click, 1 inch is what it defaults to. That's perfect. Click the green check mark. Let's come over to the right side of our screen, find the small cube, hit the drop down menu, click isometric. If you look on the view cube, you'll see that you're in top front right side, top front right side. We're going to use the fillet tool. Top left. You can only see it if you've closed your sketch. If this toolbar is missing, make sure that you clicked all green check marks. Fillet tool, left click, click just the corner here. Being careful not to get the whole rectangle, just the corner. Left click, and come up to radius in the fillet tool dialog box. Click 0.5, enter. Click the green check mark. We're going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to right click and hold my mouse so I can view it better. Fillet tool. Click just that corner, not the rectangle, just the corner. See the difference? Just the corner. 0.5. Click the green check mark. Okay, let's put this back in isometric view by clicking on the right side. Now we're going to build this structure on the back. I'm just going to throw a rectangle. In order to do that, we need to right click and rotate so we can find the back of our object. Once you see the back up here in the view cube, you can click on the word back. You can also use this to move it around. Click on the word back and have the back right in front of you. So your curves are on the other side and the back is directly in front of you. We're going to create a new sketch by left clicking on sketch and clicking on the back of the object. Okay, so let me move this down. I'm going to click the center mouse and drag. Looking for the rectangle tool, top left, rectangle, right on the top edge where it changes colors. Anywhere around here, we're going to left click and drag a little rectangle. Left click again. This one needs to be 2 inches, enter, by, let me just double check what I have here. It looks like it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 3.5 inches tall. Sometimes I can't get back into this box. If you lose the dimension thing, just click dimension tool on the top, left click, 3.5. If it takes it off your screen, I just roll my mouse. Hit escape on your keyboard. Try to get it in front of you. So I'm pressing on the mouse and clicking to move it, and I'm rolling on it to zoom it. Okay, so it's 2 inches by 3.5 inches. We need the spacing on the left and right to be proper. So we're going to use the dimension tool in the center, left click, click the outside of your new rectangle, left click, and then click the outside of your object down here. As you do that, it puts the space in between. Left click, 1 inch. The other side will default to 1 inch, so we're good. Hit escape on your keyboard, right click and rotate a little bit so you can see it. Top left, extrude, and then it should automatically see it. Oh, it looks like I'm frozen a little bit. Get it? Hold on just a second. Oops. No, restore. Okay, looks like I'm freezing a little bit. Okay, it's important that when you do the extrude that you hit the word add and drag it on top of your object. So I had to drag the arrow to go in this direction, and I had to use the word add, and that's going to be 1 inch. Hopefully yours just popped up. 1, enter, add, drag this way, green check mark. Alright, I'm going to come over here and hit isometric so I can put it back in front of me. Let's curve. Fillet tool, top left, left click, click on this little edge right here. Not the rectangle, but the edge. Left click. If yours is going the opposite way or giving you a red screen, that means your extrude that we just did, you may have missed the word add. If that's the case, you close out of this, you double click extrude, make sure you click the word add. That is important here. So we were fillet tool in the corner, and I want it to be 1. And I'm going to click the green check mark. Rotate around to the other side just so I can see it. Fillet tool, left click, 1. Click the green check mark. Good to go. Okay, now I want to get around the back of this object. So I'm going to go up here and find the view cube, hit the word back, so I see the back, scroll out, left click on new sketch. Take the new sketch and click on the back of your object. This is sketch 3. I want to add 2 circles on the back here so that I can extrude them out. The outside one and the inside one. In order to do that, we're going to click the circle tool, top left. You have to go right in the center here. You should see a change. If you look very close, there's a square. Doesn't matter if I zoom in, it stays the same size. Left click, drag it to the edge of your object, directly on the edge where you see another square, and that will default it to 2 inches, and that's perfect. If you didn't get 2 inches, check your dimension tool and then click on it and make it 2 inches. One more circle, still in the circle tool, click back in the center, drag to the left, and type in 1. That is a 1 inch circle. Hit escape on your keyboard. Don't forget to pause and go back on the video. We need to extrude this forward. So we are going to rotate a little bit. Find the extrude tool. It should find your circle. You want to drag it the other direction. Make that 2 inches. When you're ready, click the green check mark. It doesn't cut out the center, so we need to go and do that. In order to do that, we need to come around the back, left click on sketch, click on the back of the object, click back on the view cube so it's right in front of you. We're going to make 1 circle. Left click on the circle tool, click right in the center, drag it to the right and click right on the edge, or drag it anywhere and press 1 as you left click. I have a new circle. I'm going to rotate a little bit, come up to extrude, click extrude. It'll give you an error. I want it to remove. Left click, remove. You don't have to change anything with the measurement. It knows that it's 1 inch, and you click the green check mark. Take a look that it's see-through on the inside. Okay, so far so good. We're going to hit isometric, put it back in the beginning, compare it to the final product. It looks like we're missing this circle right here. So let's just throw that in there. We're going to come up here and get a new sketch on the left side. Click on the top face, and then we need the circle tool. So I have sketch 5 on the top face, circle tool. I'm just going to drop it anywhere in here. Left click again, type in the number 1. If you need to see it better, you can zoom and you can rotate so you can see it better. You could put the top in front of you, but it sort of gets in the way a little bit. I like to rotate a little bit. Okay, we have to make 2 dimensions and an extrude. Dimension tool, top center, left click. Always clicking the center of the circle when you're trying to dimension it to another part. Click the center, left click. Click the edge of your object. Oh, looks like I'm frozen. That was the center of the circle and the edge of my object. Make sure it doesn't get on an angle like mine just did. Move away a little bit so you can see it. Type in 1. I'm going to make another dimension, also the center of the circle, this time to the edge, the top edge on the right of my circle, of my object. Left click, 2. So 1 inch this way, and get you out of the way, 2 inches the other way. And now all you have to do is dimension this, use the extrude tool to cut it out. Okay, so top left, extrude, hit the word remove, and you don't have to change the amount. It will do it for you, the value. Green check mark, and then take a look at your work. Admire your work. Take a look. Circles went through. Put it in isometric. Okay, thanks for watching. Don't forget isometric and color.